It's 5 p.m. Do you know where your sales are? Actually, it's 4. And I just took a bath. And it's time to do some pulling. And there's the baby girl. And following the baby girl, we got the P to the wee. Mr. Fluffy Face himself. Pee-wee. So what's going on, everybody? Let's do some pulling and see what sold. It's been a kind of ant day. It's pretty good at the beginning. It's kind of slowed down now. So we were at 4:08 p.m. I'm at $366. Now going to make the 5x5, but at least I'm better than yesterday and over 300 by 4. So thus far we've got 24 items sold, 15 organic, only 9 promoted. Didn't I have 8 this morning? So the promoted seems to have vanished. I think on the morning video I had 8. So I've only sold 1 promoted item in the last 6 hours, 5 hours. That's a little suspect. A little red flaggish, if you know what I mean. Let's pull some items, see what sold, shall we? All right, we've got big old tires, some JC logo. That sold for $10 on that hat. We got an Echo Unlimited hat. That sold for $10.50. Hello, America. No, it's Captain America. T-shirt sold for $5.99. We got a Mizzou hat. That sold for $8. Got a lot of 30 CDs here. That sold for, just a mix of a bunch of different stuff. That sold for $30, or $29 actually. When I first started selling 23 years ago, one thing that I noticed working in the music store, we had new merchandise and used, that there was a lot that we didn't have. People would come in looking for XYZ, and sorry, we don't have it. We've got limited room, right? In a store with a certain amount of square feet. And I always thought, when I started my business, what if I want to have a music store, why not have everything I can get? Everything I can get, and as cheap as I can get it. That way I can build a warehouse that has everything. So no matter what somebody's looking for, they will be able to buy it from me if they choose to. That's the way I always looked at my store, my eBay store, what I wanted to build when I started. Just build it as big as I can and just have a warehouse that if you wanted a John Anderson cassette, you're going to come to my store because chances are I would have it. That's the way I always wanted it. This cassette sold for $7. In Tune, Tune Time CD. That sold for $11. Wayne's World, party time, excellent. Woo, 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 woo. Cassette tape sold for $9. Tony Vincent preview promo cassette, autographed. That sold for $20.50. So as you can see, that's the way I wanted to build my eBay store. So then when I started expanding into other things like hats, clothing, t-shirts, I went into that with the same mindset. Get the stuff as cheap as I can and just carry anything and everything. Create a place where if somebody wants a hat, they're going to come to my store to look for it. If somebody wants a cassette, they're going to come to my store to look for it. If they want a CD, a DVD, anything, they come to my store and look for it. And that over the years has granted me a lot of repeat buyers that, and you can see them now on eBay. They mark them repeat buyers, so you can see it. Whereas before, they never did. And then they'll come in and buy. You know, I talk about my repeat buyers who come in and buy my bulk of hats or the media and even T-shirts. So that's what I wanted to build, and that's my focus and the way I've always looked at it and dreamed of my store being just a huge warehouse full of whatever you wanted. And of course, hoping that while you're there, you'll find a few things you didn't know you wanted. Next up, we got the Jesus He Lived Among Us DVD. That sold for $7. Because there's one thing about creating a store with high sell-through rate items. I guarantee you there are a lot more items that don't have no sell-through rate because people are not offering them for sale than there are items with a high sell-through rate. So think about that for a little bit. That's where I come from. We've got this Volkswagen 10 car with 2 wheels only. It took a while to sell. I bought this a few summers ago when I went to a yard sale and bought out a VW collection. But I couldn't put Volkswagen on this one because there was no trademark of Volkswagen on it. So I didn't want to get a Vero of any kind because Volkswagen will do that. So I just had to, I put Red Beetle Vintage Balance Toy Car. So it took a while to sell, but it finally did, and it sold for $25. And of course, that being said, when you're only one person, you can spread yourself too thin. And instead of, focusing on just one area and doing it well, you focus on a lot of areas, and, that could probably hurt you a little bit in the long run. If I wasn't putting up clothing and hats right now, how big would my store be with media? And how many more repeat buyers would I have in there if I had all the media I have in stock, in storage, listed? So yes, there can be some downfall to that also. Next up, we got Alice in Chains CD that sold for $9. But that's the risk I took. That's the choices I made. Do I regret any of it? No. Am I still going to continue the same way? Yeah, because I still have these dreams that I can list more than I think I can, and that's what keeps me going. We got George Strait out of the box cassette samplers, cassette sealed. This is a pure example. This came out of storage not too long ago. I put it up maybe a week ago. It's been in storage probably 10 years plus. Sold for $20. Are you ready for a CD lot? Yeah. We've got buy 2, get 2 free. So we got 4 CDs here that sold for $15. We got Jody Messina. Again. We got Luke Bryan. And we got Buccelli. So buy 2, get 2, sold for $15. Baby girl. Next up, we got another Mizzou hat. Sold for $10. American Bandstand Volume 1 on cassette. Sold for $11. One of the things I wanted to do, but never really happened, because I kind of ruined my chances. Because when I had employees, I wanted to make, a cassette person. I wanted a CD person. I wanted a vinyl person. And at the timing wasn't right, and it didn't work out. But after that, if I was doing it today and had the people to do it, I would have like a clothing person. I would have a media person. I would have a hat person. I would have a shoe person, where that's their only focus, is to work on those items. That's what I would do differently if I was doing it today and I wanted employees. But, I enjoy doing it myself, having no responsibility to anybody, and coming and going as I please. Next up, we've got this Disney princess costume dress. That sold for $10.50. So there are ways you can do what I do better. Will I make those changes in the future? I'm not sure. Maybe. I never say never to anything. As of right now, I'm going forward the way it is. I enjoy it. And that's what matters at the end of the day. Carl Leyland CD, that sold for $6.30. So that is all that sold on the big eBay store today so far. So kind of slow. We're at 4:37 p.m. I'm at $401. So could get close to 5x5, but I don't think we'll make it unless I have a big dollar sale. But as of right now, I think my big dollar stuff is still being hidden, just because my promoted items are just non-existent today. Let's see if there's any questions and comments to spark up a convo real quick. Do you ever have a problem locating items? You have so many listed. Not really. Every once in a while, there might be something I can't find. Maybe once every 3 or 4 weeks, maybe I'll have something. But no, everything's pretty. I've noticed as I'm getting older, and then also I'm always, instead of 68, and if it's not in 68, I know to go look in 86. So there's not a lot of that, but there's some of that. So as I get older, I notice I get more confused at like, what the hell did I do here? Why is it not here? I just put this up a month ago. Why is it not here? So, and then I have those where I can't figure it out why. So I've had a few of those lately in the past. I say this year. I had a few of those this year. Just started this YouTube reseller watching thing. You are only one of maybe two on this whole platform that keeps it real. No filters, no facade. Everyone is about this smiley face YouTuber, reseller, influencer, fake crap. You helped me through a lot with your videos. Life is a struggle, not a sunshine and peak. Not all sunshine and peaks. You're a true one, bro. I bet you are a musician at some point. I tried to be, but I'm not very musical. I wanted to be a singer, but I can't hold a note. Free thinkers can see through all the BS and the cookie cutter people out there. Keep on fighting the good fight. One love to you and yours. Appreciate that. Much love to you too. Have you gotten on bipolar meds? It's really even your moods out. I have not. No, for me, it's just about self-awareness. Self-awareness can go a long way. When you accept something because you're a certain way or you do things a certain way and you make that acceptance that this is the way it is, you have the power to change it. You have the power to stay the same, do the same old, or you have the power to make changes. You have the opportunity to structure something differently so you think differently, whatever the case may be. You do have a lot of power in your brain that, you don't need drugs for. It's just a lot of people these days like having the easy way out, or they like having the excuse, or they like to play victimhood. And that's not saying there aren't people that truly need it. Need the meds. I'm not saying that. I'm saying there might be a lot of people on meds that can do it themselves. They just haven't taken the time or maybe even the know-how to be self-aware, be acceptant of something, and try and put effort into making a change. I try to make changes myself before I will give into any pharmaceutical or anything like that, or even natural, to be honest with you. Let's see. In 1998, Amazon began selling CDs. You started in 1999. I started in 2001, actually selling, but the dream started about 99. You had the same kind of epiphany as Jeff Bezos. You're a forward thinker too, just like some of the greats. Well, I appreciate that, but I am falling way behind. So I need to start thinking forward once again. What's next? I don't know. But at least I'm opening my mind up to the adventure of what's next. Where before, I was just okay being where I was. A wizard is never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to. That's beautiful. And on that note, I will close out the video. Thanks, everybody. Please like this video. Subscribe to the channel if you are not. And I will see you all in the next video. Later.